What's up, Amazon sellers? If you are selling on Amazon and worried about how you get your money back and when, do not worry. Today, I'm going to go through all about Amazon disbursements, quite simply, the timelines involved and everything you need to know. So stay tuned. Right, if you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson, and quite simply, I've been selling on Amazon now for 4 years. And right now, I'm on a mission to do £1 million, and I'll drop a link to a video that I did up there explaining my entire journey and everything that I'm doing. Check it out, it's going to help you, hopefully, in your business as well. But enough about me, let's go through the content today. Okay, so in this video today, I'm going to go through quite a lot of different areas to help cover you in disbursement. So what am I going to go through? First things first, I'm going to give you a high-level overview how the Amazon disbursement or payment process works. Number two, I'm going to talk about when Amazon releases their payments, i.e. your money from sales. Number three, I'm going to talk about what you need to prepare to be ready for this. Number four, I'm going to talk about the process to retrieve your money manually if you want to do it that way rather than the automatic method. Number five, I'm going to talk about how Amazon deals with foreign currency payments, which is really useful if you're dealing with cross-border transactions. Number six, I'll talk about payment delays and some experience I've had with the dark side of Amazon before. And then finally, number seven, some top tips that are going to help you out in your business. So let's get into it now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is overlay a diagram here, which is going to just help explain the process. And this diagram is taken from Amazon themselves to really help support you. So first things first, we've got a payment being made by a customer to buy your product, a book, on the 1st of January. Now, Amazon is going to understand, because it's got your product and it understands the shipment times, or even if you've got an FBA or fulfillment of merchant, when that's going to be delivered, and it's going to communicate that to the customer. Now, if we move across to January the 6th, that's the actual date that the book got delivered. So January the 6th, important date, that's the date the actual product got delivered to the customer. Now, this starts what's known as the reserve period. It's a 2-week period whereby Amazon reserves the funds. So quite simply, 7 days after the delivery date, you get paid into your balance, but they are not yet available to be transferred out to your bank account. So this is like the reserve balance Amazon's holding in your bank account in Amazon, not yet your bank account. Now, quite simply, 7 days after that, so January the 14th, the funds are now available to be transferred to your bank account. Now, quite simply, is 2 weeks from there, Amazon automatically disperses those payments into your bank account. So funds are available from January the 14th, which is 2 weeks after the purchase, but they'll automatically be transferred to your bank account on January the 24th. So not the simplest and easiest solution, but what you've got to realize is quite simply 2 weeks after the delivery date is when the funds are available to be transferred out, and they automatically get transferred to you automatically 2 weeks after that available date. So potentially 1 month after the payment, it will automatically arrive to you. Okay, so that leads me nicely on to number two. When do they release the payment? Well, quite simply, we talked about it in that explanation, is the fact that once the funds are available in your account, Amazon will then automatically trigger those funds to be released 2 weeks later. Now, quite simply, the one thing you need to add on top of that is it can take 3 to 5 days for the funds to be available in your bank account. In the UK, that's pretty much how it takes, 3 to 5 days, just because of the clearing systems and what happens. So not the fastest process in the world. Now, you can trigger the payments manually, and I'll talk about that later, but that's the automatic 2 weeks after the funds become available. So number three, what do you need to do to be prepared to receive the money? Well, obviously, quite simply, have a bank account, of course, but there's a couple of other things you need to be ready, which pretty much happen automatically, but if they're not in place, they will withhold your funds because these things aren't right. So let's go through it now. Obviously, first things first, you need to have money in your balance to obviously withdraw the funds. So if you're owing money to Amazon, maybe for a previous return, then obviously that is going to get taken from the balance. You've got to have a positive account balance with Amazon to receive money. Now, obviously, as well, you need a valid bank account registered with Amazon for you to be able to get the funds out of Amazon. And then finally, you need to have a valid credit card or debit card on the account so that Amazon can take payments if they need to for the actual payments for the business. Now, what do I mean by this? This is generally speaking the cost of running the account itself. And what do I mean by that? Just the £25, £30 that you spend for the professional selling account. That's it. It's not all the other costs they get taken out of the balance. It's just the amount to actually pay for the subscription on the actual account itself. Okay, so that leads me quite nicely onto how do I manually get payments from Amazon? How do I manually trigger the payments? What I'll do is I'll jump onto a screen share now and show you that, and you can see it, walk through it on my account. Quite simply, what am I going to do with you? Well, this is my Seller Central account and we're going to go through the disbursement process. So let's do that now and talk through. So come up here, you can see I've got a total balance of about £37,000. And quite simply, you can see I've got in the UK, that's where the bulk of my money is. So what I'm going to do is quite simply click on that UK so you can see that. Now, when you come over here, we'll get rid of this feedback. What it's showing is my total balance. So I've got here standard balance of £37,000, but also if I've got funds available. Now, remember how we had that kind of like money available? And you can see if you scroll down, it talks about like my net proceeds, where all my money is. You can go into detail with that if you want. Right now, I won't go through it, but it just gives you a high level overview of like the costs and fees associated with selling on Amazon and what's coming back out again. But let's go back up and have a look. Oh, it does tell you down the bottom here, it can take 3 to 5 days. Just be aware of that. So let's go back up to the top. Oh, yeah, no, so you got to see down here. So it kind of says when it's the automatic schedule, it will tell you down there as well. So quite simply, if we go up here, we want to get the money out of the account, trigger it manually. What do? What we're going to do is come over to the request payments button. And now what we want to do is click on that and then just click request disbursement. What's going to happen is that's going to trigger the manual disbursement that's going to come out. And you can see here, I didn't get the full 37, but I did get a portion of it, which was available, about 13,000. And that's it. That is how you manually trigger a disbursement from your Amazon account. Now, the one thing which I'll say is my admin VA pretty much does this every single week. Automatically, it's just part of our process that we do. And then they take that money and put it into what's known as our cash flow management sheet, along with all my available funds and all the balances. So we understand how much money we have available left to spend within our Amazon business every single week, making sure we turn that money and using it as efficiently as possible. If you want to know more about the cash flow management sheet, have a look at the video up here. I'll drop a link and you can see that video as well. Okay, so I did just mention it there. My admin VA does that every single week. And the one thing which I'll say is having a team is growing your business. Having someone like an admin VA is going to be amazing to help you grow your Amazon business quicker. But the one thing which I'll say is don't do what I did, is hire an admin VA first. No, not at all. Hire a sourcing VA. Why? Because a sourcing VA brings value, adds revenue into your business and makes you more profit. And with that extra profit, you can then hire an admin VA. Easy. Quite simply, if you are looking at hiring a sourcing VA or thinking of growing a team in your business, have a look at the FastTrackFBA VA Academy. Quite simply, this is a service which we run in FastTrackFBA, whereby we hire, train, and support you with your own virtual assistants within your business to help grow you to new heights. Now, we do this over a 15-week period, whereby we hire and train over 3 weeks, and then support you in 12 weeks to get results. That is what we're after, results from your VA, grow your revenue, grow your profits, and grow your business. If you want to know, last month alone, we did 35 VAs for all our clients. And quite simply, we've had clients come back for their up to 5 VAs, which is incredible. If you want to know more and have a free chat with one of my team, have a look down below. I'll drop a link to the FastTrackFBA VA Academy, and where we can help you grow your business with your very own VA. Okay, so that leads me nicely on to number 5. How does Amazon deal with foreign currency payments? And this is quite important if you're doing cross-border trade in a different currency. So I'll just go through this now. Okay, so quite simply, what happens? When Amazon pays out a disbursement to you into your bank account, it looks at the address of that bank account and it will pay it out in the currency of that address. So let's say, for example, I have a bank account in the United Kingdom. We use pounds sterling or Great British pounds. So any payments received to any bank account within the United Kingdom, regardless of what currency that account is, will always be paid out by Amazon in the currency of the address of the account. So even if I had a Euro account in the UK, Amazon will still pay it out in Great British pounds. Say, for example, I had a pounds account in the USA, Amazon would pay it out in dollars because that's the address. Now, what does this mean for you? Amazon is doing the currency conversion if you are receiving it, say for example, you earn the money in dollars or in euros, for example, and then pay it into pounds, into a UK bank account. That means Amazon will convert it from dollars or euros into Great British pounds. And Amazon uses its own exchange rate. And I'll tell you now, it isn't that good. Generally speaking, you're going to probably pay about a 4% fee on exchange rates when Amazon does this automatically. What do you want to do? How can you solve this problem? Well, quite simply, use someone like TransferWise. I'll drop a link down below, or they're changing their name to Wise, they're called now. And quite simply, what they're going to do is they allow you to create a bank account physically in the country where you need, i.e. in America, it'll be in the US. If it's in the European Union, it'll be within the EU somewhere, or in the UK, it'll be within the UK. And it will be for that right currency. So for example, me, while we are a UK-based business, we have 2 bank accounts with TransferWise, one which is in the UK, and obviously one which is in the EU for receiving EU payments for when we do EU transactions. So if you use someone like TransferWise, it's just going to help you get the money at the right rate, and then obviously you can use TransferWise to exchange into maybe pounds or dollars, however you want to do it. That's quite simply going to work out probably about 1.5% exchange fee, whereas Amazon is going to charge you 4%. So it's going to help save you money, and obviously you can reinvest that back into stock. Right, that leads me quite nicely onto number 6, payment delays. Let's talk about this now. Now, a common reason why people get payment delays are quite simply the simple things. Number one, you've got your bank account details are wrong, or maybe your credit card details are wrong or incorrect, or even out of date. We do see that as well. Now, obviously, the other one is that people say, I can't get any money out. It's because there is zero balance available. Remember when I went through the screen share, it showed about £37,000 in cash initially, but when we went through to disbursement, it was only 13,000 that was available to disperse. So big difference there. Just be aware of that. Okay, so you have another situation that has happened to me personally as well. Sometimes Amazon withholds your money for some unknown reasons. For example, I'll drop a link to a video up here about the dark side of Amazon, where I had pretty much £40,000 worth of my cash withheld by Amazon, and I was unable to disperse it. I went through to disperse, and it said 0. I was like, what the hell, it's been over 2 weeks, I had 0 to do. Now, quite simply, sometimes this does happen. If it does happen to you and you're a bit worried, don't go talking on the forums. It's good, but they're only speculating. Top tip for you, contact Seller Central, their support. That is the only way you're going to get a definitive answer. When I talked to them, they quite simply told me my account was under review because there was a problem with one of my payments, and basically there was an issue. But we got it resolved, and then I got the money out. But do have a look at that video. I talked through the whole process and another side of it. But Seller Central support is where you need to go if your money is being withheld and you're not sure why. Quick question for you guys. What are the common problems you're seeing, or maybe even facing right now, with getting payments out from Amazon? Drop it down below in the comments. I'm really interested to know. Let me know what problems you're facing, and hey, maybe I can do a video to help you out. Okay, this leads me finally on to top tips for you. Quite simply, I've seen this time and time again. If you are thinking about changing your bank account details on Amazon, top tip, cash out first, then change your bank account details. Why? Amazon sometimes automatically thinks that change of bank details means your account has been hacked and everything gets stopped. And then it's a long process to get it back again. So quite simply, get the money out first, then change your bank details. I know it might not be perfect, but trust me, it's just worth doing. And then I'd probably say the final top tip that I might share is, for me personally in my business, I don't wait the 2 weeks, I cash out every week, but some people even do it every single day. It's up to you, just manage that cash flow, use that cash flow sheet I talked about previously, and obviously get the money out of Amazon and back into your bank and reinvest it back into stock. What I will do is I'll leave you a link around here to that video I talked just about a minute ago. Cash flow management, super simple. Get your money out of Amazon, now manage it effectively. It's going to really help you out. But if you've liked that, give me a big thumbs up. And hey, if you want to subscribe and see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button down below. But from me, Thomas Parkinson, and FastTrackFBA, thank you very much.